The government released its latest monthly jobs report Friday, and the headlines are encouraging. The unemployment rate is at its lowest level in 2 years at 8.8%. Employers added 216,000 jobs last month, and that's more than what economists had expected. David Curley has more on the story from Washington. And David, this is the number that economists were hoping for.
It's the first time we've seen more than 2,000 hired in a month since the recession, Bianna. And the strongest hiring was in the professional level. So office buildings like these across the country are filling up. And good news from small businesses, too.
What are you working on, my friend?
The recession cost this internet startup company nearly a third of its staff. Layoffs.
I like that one. Yeah, actually, that's good.
Now they can't hire enough workers.
We're looking to, again, double our staff once again next year.
Double the staff next year?
Yep.
But you're having a hard time finding people.
Yeah.
He found Greg Sipes, who'd been laid off, unsure how long he'd be unemployed.
You're happy with your job.
Love it.
What are you thinking about the economy in general?
There's definitely signs of hope.
Manufacturing, too.
We had about a 15% cutback 2 years ago, and we've rebuilt our staff accordingly with our sales.
Manufacturing added 17,000 jobs last month, more than 36,000 in healthcare, and 37,000 in leisure and hospitality, suggesting consumers are ready to spend more.
Nearly 2 years after one of the worst recessions in our history, certainly the worst one in our lifetimes, our economy is showing signs of real strength.
But all the numbers are overshadowed by this one. More than 13 million Americans are still out of work. But this latest report and what businesses are saying is encouraging.
In 2011, I think we're feeling good. We're feeling really bullish about it. And I think this year actually is good, but I think next year is going to be great.
One bit of bad news in the report, wages were flat while gasoline and food prices continue to go up. So our buying power is going down, but beyond more of us are going back to work.
All right, David, some encouraging news there. And joining us now to break down the jobs report is the Wall Street Journal's chief economic correspondent, John Hilsenrath, along with GMA Workplace contributor Tori Johnson, who we've asked to come in to answer your questions on the best way to find a job. Thank you so much for joining us. John, I want to begin with you. Encouraging news that we saw. We saw employers hiring more, but unlike the past recession, this is coming from a different sector, right? You say the heartland is where we're seeing more
Very
hires.
different. Yeah, I would call this a heartland recovery. We're seeing jobs coming up in manufacturing, mining, agriculture. In fact, 1 out of every 5 jobs that have been created in this recovery have been in manufacturing or mining sectors. Surprisingly, Michigan has seen the biggest drop in unemployment that we've seen across the states in the country. What we're seeing is a globally driven recovery. Manufacturing, basically places in the country where we make stuff and pull it out of the ground and then export it overseas, are the kinds of jobs that are coming back right now.
And meantime, we have turmoil in the Middle East. We've seen oil prices close above $107 a barrel yesterday. Obviously, the devastation in Japan and the fallout from that. How concerned are you that could derail the recovery we're seeing?
Well, yeah, I am concerned about that because, we need to have a recovery like this that's more export-oriented, and we don't depend so much on consumers to borrow more and spend more. So we need a recovery like this, but what it means is we're more vulnerable to global shocks. And I think we're starting to see some of that right now. A lot of economists are bringing down their growth forecasts in part because of all this turmoil overseas.
And Tori, you're really out there talking to these folks, trying to find jobs. We've asked them to weigh in. And I want to read you a comment we got from a viewer who said, is there a better place to learn and search for jobs than sifting through countless postings that don't apply on sites like Monster, Career Builder, and Simply Hired?
Yes, there are better ways. So typically what we see that people are doing is they apply and wait. So we just put a lot of resumes out there online and wait for the phone to ring, and it doesn't ring. So instead, I rather people apply and engage. And engagement means calling somebody who works at that company, finding someone through LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook who works where you want to work or could help connect you to someone there. It means start something right now. So even this weekend, you can start thinking about, maybe I'm going to start a running club. Maybe I'm going to start a small fundraiser. Maybe I'm going to start a small lawn mowing business so that you have something to talk about and you have something to do so that you feel worthwhile every single day, because the frustration of the rejection and the job search fatigue causes people to diminish the way they job search. They're not job searching effectively enough. And so if we focus on the engagement part and not just applying online, I think we'll see much better results.
So be creative, think outside of the box in searching for jobs. Thank you so much. We have to leave it there. We appreciate it. Tori, John, thanks for coming in.